Welcome to Trade Finder, a series where I take a look at the 2015-2016 NBA season standings and see what teams need to improve with the trade. In the series so far, this has to be the best team that we've covered in the Los Angeles Clippers. So right now, they are currently the 4th seed in the Western Conference, below OKC and above the Dallas Mavericks. But why does this team need trades done? They're the 4th seed in the Western Conference. Yeah, they need trades done because they're the 4th seed in the Western Conference, and the teams above them are Golden State, San Antonio, and OKC. All three of those teams have an elite small forward, Kevin Durant, Kawhi Leonard, and for the Golden State Warriors, you can argue between Harrison Barnes and Draymond Green. But then if you look at the Clippers, on the other hand, they don't have even a Harrison Barnes type player on this team because Paul Pierce is nowhere what he once was, and when you have Luke Mbamute starting, you're asking for some trouble. So like usual, I propose 3 trades that I will be showcasing in this video and going in depth with both teams in the trades. The last trade, like usual as well, I feel like can be the most realistic trade at trade deadline for the Clippers to improve and try to compete for a championship, when in reality, they may struggle like they did last year. So without further ado, let's jump right into it with the first trade between the Los Angeles Clippers and the Sacramento Kings. This is the most unrealistic trade in my opinion because I feel like the Kings, although they may not be the brightest organization, I feel like they wouldn't just throw Rudy Gay away for free unless they really are trying to make cap space for Rajon Rondo. The Clippers would acquire Rudy Gay and Caron Butler, while the Sacramento Kings would acquire Lance Stephenson, Jamal Crawford, and Josh Smith. So now taking a look at the new look rotation for the Los Angeles Clippers, this team looks more complete. They have a nice small forward lineup: Rudy Gay, Paul Pierce, Wesley Johnson, Caron Butler. That is a very, very deep small forward lineup for this Clipper team, who have been struggling to find that wing player for a very long time. The power forward and shooting guard position looks a little bit weak, but luckily for them, the small forwards can either slide into that power forward or shooting guard role in Paul Pierce or Wesley Johnson, so it works out in the end. Moving on to what the Kings rotation looks like now. Now they have a starting power forward in Josh Smith. Well, hopefully he could start. And some shooting guard depth with Jamal Crawford and Lance Stephenson. Josh Smith and Jamal Crawford are just there for expiring contract reasons. They get a big contract in Rudy Gay off the team. And luckily for them, Lance Stephenson only has 1 more year after this year. So he won't be there for that long either if he does not work out, so they could re-sign Rajon Rondo like previously stated. Unfortunately now, in my opinion, I feel like the Kings have even more egos on this team than what they originally started with. Obviously, you have Cousins, Rajon Rondo, but then adding Josh Smith and Lance Stephenson to the mix, it's going to look worse than the Clippers ego-wise. But hopefully it works out for them if they do decide to just throw away Rudy Gay to re-sign Rajon Rondo in the upcoming season. Although the Clippers do need a small forward, this next trade I decided to add them another big man to the mix to help out Blake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan, and this trade is between the Los Angeles Clippers and the Chicago Bulls. The Los Angeles Clippers acquired Taj Gibson, while the Bulls acquired Jamal Crawford and CJ Wilcox. So taking a look at the new look rotation for the Clippers, they don't acquire that wing player, but they do add another presence down low, just in case Josh Smith doesn't work out, and hopefully they can presume that Lance Stephenson will pan out, even though if it's highly unlikely, you never know. But it's worth giving Lance Stephenson a shot and Josh Smith a shot. I know they haven't been performing well, and they've really gotten no minutes as of late, but maybe the Clippers will decide to keep them and try to go for a big man presence like Taj Gibson and try to go deeper in the playoffs than the second round. Overall, just like the first trade for the Clippers, this looks more of a complete team now that it has a bench. Moving into the Chicago Bulls new look rotation, there is one big flaw with trading away Taj Gibson now. Now that Joakim Noah is out for the remainder of the season and it's probably his last game as a Chicago Bull, they don't have any big man presence from the reserves. They have Nikola Mirotic, and then after that, it really falls off to the rookie Bobby Portis. And although there has been speculation of trading away Pau Gasol, Joakim Noah, or Taj Gibson, I feel like in the predicament they are in now with Noah out, I feel like they'll keep the remaining core intact and see what free agency has to offer and try to get rid of Taj Gibson in free agency, if anything. But if the Bulls do decide to play small ball and go through with this trade, they would get Jamal Crawford and CJ Wilcox coming off the bench, who Jamal Crawford once was a Chicago Bull, and he snapped his neck there, but familiar faces are always nice. Now the last trade which I feel is the most realistic trade of this bunch. And although it may be the most realistic trade, you may not agree with me, but I feel in the predicament that the other team is in now, I feel like it's tank mode. So this next trade is between the Clippers and the Phoenix Suns. The Clippers acquire PJ Tucker and Mirza Teletovic. The Phoenix Suns acquire Lance Stevenson and Josh Smith. Looking at the rotation now for the Clippers, they get a stretch 4 in Mirza Teletovic, who is also on an expiring contract, along with PJ Tucker, who's been playing extremely well for the Phoenix Suns, who's a defensive-minded guard, swingman, and I think he can really help the Clippers considering they have enough offense as is. I feel like this defensive presence can help them because he's a better upgrade than Mbamute is. They don't need a wing per se, but it would definitely help them in the long run and probably increase their chances of getting out of the second round come playoff times. But moving on to the new look rotation for the Phoenix Suns. The Phoenix Suns have Josh Smith at the bottom of the rotation and Lance Stevenson just a little bit above Archie Goodwin, when that could easily be flipped because, like I said, the Phoenix Suns are in tank mode now. Good luck trying to get Markieff Morris off the team, but this looks like an alright lineup for the Phoenix Suns and what they're trying to accomplish. They get minutes to Devin Booker, and they also give minutes to TJ Warren. The Phoenix Suns have been really annoying me with the lack of playing time they've been giving TJ Warren, and that's partially because they have PJ Tucker and Sonny Weems even playing above TJ Warren. I feel like with this trade away from PJ Tucker, they could give TJ Warren more shine, more spotlight, because this guy can play. But with that said, those are my 3 trades for the Los Angeles Clippers and me trying to help them improve not only for this season, but hopefully in the long run as well, trying to get out of that second round and make a championship push. Let me know in the comment section below as well how you feel about the trades. Do you like them, dislike them, along with letting me know any trades that you think would benefit the Los Angeles Clippers team. Trade deadline's coming soon, so I want to try to get as many trade finder videos out as possible beforehand. Be sure to leave a like on this video if you did enjoy, because this did take a very long time to edit, the graphics and all. So talk to you guys later. Bye.